All right, let me know if you can hear me, if anybody is flying in. All right. All right, let me know if you can hear me. Hey, Julie, I see you're on. Can you hear me? Sound is good. Okay, thank you. Hello, everyone. Many blessings. Blessed new moon. We are doing this on a new moon. I didn't even realize that until last night. So blessed new moon to everyone. Go ahead and say where you're from here in the chat so you can meet people that are like-minded like yourself, that are awake in your countries and your cities and your towns and your villages. And I'm going to make sure, I'm going to say this now in the beginning, whatever you can do to like the video, whatever you can do to move this into other people to be able to see these things, like we did the 10 days, we really need to spread this to reach as many people as we can. With everything going on in the world, we want to help as many people as we can. So I appreciate that very much from everyone. All right, New Zealand is here, North Carolina, hello. California, Illinois, Mesa, Serbia, California, Romania, Toledo, Ohio. Oh my, Pennsylvania. At one point I lived in Toledo. Netherlands, hello. Finland, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Sarasota, hello everyone. Cleveland, hello. Chile, the island of Malta. Brisbane, hello everybody coming in from all over the countries, different countries all over the earth, all over the world, hello. Skagit County, Greece, hello. Germany, Vancouver Island, beautiful place up there. West Virginia, Gran Canaria Islands, Spain, love Spain, went through there a couple times in grid work. Sarajevo, hello. Madaka Alakia Nashanae. Okay, Norway, hello. Queensland, Australia, hello. Colorado, many blessings. Sweden, Delaware, Romania, hello everybody. Hello, Holland. All right, so we are going to start this. Julie, am I getting an echo? Do you mind? Everybody make sure you thank Julie for our dear sister Julie in the chat. She's always helping with the technical stuff and trying to keep me technically aligned. Thank you so much, dear sister. You always need a friend like that. Hello, UK. Jasper, Indiana, Maryland. Okay, no echo. Okay, very good. Oh, and I'm blurry for a moment. Okay, so let's do this. So today we're doing, in this alignment, we're doing purification today. We have 3 days of this. So what the mother showed me was 3 days, and I need to check and see. Hold on 1 second. If I can get in here. There we go. Get back in there. Okay. So by now, all of you should have seen the videos. I don't know why my camera keeps going. You should have seen the orb videos that I put out. If you're on the Cosmic Academy, it was in the free community portal. The free community portal is the one where there's the community chat where you get to come together with like-minded individuals, and the stuff that's free is available for you. If there's anything that's not free, it's from the different portals. If you can't access something on there, it's because you're not on one of the paid levels. I'm just mentioning that because somebody had a kind of snooty comment this morning that they can't access in there, but it's only because there's paid levels where there's teaching and stuff going on. So yeah, watch how you treat people in your responses, and be nice and kind and ask questions rather than being rude. Okay, I had to say that because I'm in my truth. So yeah, all right, let me see here if I can get back over here. I don't know where it went. They keep changing stuff. Okay, I have no idea if you... Keleena is not supposed to use technology. Let's just put it that way. This is not working. Give me a minute, everyone. Make sure this is all you. Technology. Let's just put it. Okay. There we go. All right, so we're going to bring in the light, okay? Let's bring in the light of the Holy Spirit. I'm going to go ahead and connect with the Star Mothers who are already here. I also had a connection with my Lyran connection about 15 minutes before we started. Okay, I'm starting to get download. Let's go ahead and bring in the white diamond light directly from our Divine Creator Source. Down through you. I'm bringing in the tube of light down through everyone right now. Those of you that feel energy, you will feel it. It's coming down through your body, all the way through the body, inside of you, outside of you, above, below you. Down through your foot chakras, Earth Star Chakra, through the North Crystalline Grid, and down to Mother's Diamond Core. Okay, thank you. We're going to bring in that golden light. This is the crystalline golden Christ light down through everyone. Some of you might start spinning because I'm running my frequency right now. So when I run my frequency, I spin, which as the quantum, I can't even explain some of the things my body does. But anyways, as I'm running this frequency, I'm expanding it to go through all of you, to shift, there we go, some distortions. The whole reasoning behind these 3 days is the next level purification, because since we did those days in December, the 10 days of that powerful 10 days, please keep using those through the whole year as you need to. You can use them any year you need to, but keep using those. This is the next part of it, because we're moving into this. We're on a new moon today, but we're moving into this, they're calling it an era. I don't really, okay, I'm going to just let them say. They're calling it an era for humanity. They're saying the concept of time is vanishing in the reality for those of you that are at the higher levels of consciousness and at the higher levels of the internal freedom that you have created through your purification process for your ascension. And the reasoning behind this is because as you've gone through your last couple months, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, okay, they're saying 2 or 3 months, you have noticed a deep purification is still coming in. The 10 days were a deep purification to bring and sort things, bring them to the surface to release. And this is the next level because we have had that shift in consciousness this past weekend. We'll let Keleena explain this. We thank you all for being here. We will be working with you today on through your nights. If you feel anything happening to your bodies, please know that your angels, your guides, whoever you work with, whoever you call upon the most will be with you. The activations that you receive today, please remember they go through the DNA at the cell level to assist you with anything you're still holding on to that is suppressed or dormant, and they're going to be expanding your light body for the next level. And as Keleena has stated, she would be working with the light bodies this year. For some of you, with the 10 days, you have felt for the first time your Merkaba come online. And this will be continuing. You will also be continuing to connect with the cosmic self. Many of you connected last year. Some of you are connecting this year. It depends on where you are in your process. Please understand this and don't run and blame a teacher or a way shower for anything if you have not reached a certain level because somebody else has. It just means you're not ready. That is all. You still have to do the inner work. And this is how the process works. And we're going to say, please do not beat yourself up. This is not a race. This is purification. This is understanding who you are divinely and seeing who you were created to be through a program that templated you. As you are releasing that part of the self, the divine self comes online. And we know that we've explained this before. So we wish for you all not to judge anyone in any way, because the moment you do, it is only the reflection of yourself. We will step back. We thank you. We will let her speak. Okay. We have the sacred mothers here, the star mothers. I call them the cosmic. I've always called them the cosmic mother. They are here, and we're going to continue to work with the cosmic mothers. So the first thing I want to say really quick is I want to explain what happened last Friday. Last Friday, I was at my friend's. She has a salon out in the middle of kind of nowhere. She's the only one who works there, just hers, and she's a dear sister. Someone who has been doing grid work for a long time. Also, she does the same kind of stuff. She doesn't do it anymore, but we were in the salon, and I was picking up. I had my purse on my arm, and I was trying to open it up to pay her. And as I was trying to open my purse up, I felt this hand go just like that on my arm and start pulling me. And as it starts pulling me, and I'm trying to get in my purse, and I feel this pull. This has happened to me my whole life. I have always had this kind of stuff. So I'm very connected. This is being multidimensional, and this is being quantum. Okay, I'm feeling this little pull, this hand. And so when I look over, it's a being. It's this little being pulling me. And this is between the hours, because I don't know the exact time. I just know it was between 5:15 p.m. Mountain Standard Time where I am and 5:25, because by 5:30 I was somewhere else. So it happened between that time. So I know that one of my other friends said she felt something on the East Coast, and it was 7, was it 7 something for her? Or 8 something, I can't remember. But she had felt it as well. And so what happened was that little being kept pulling me, and it kept pulling me. I was trying to get my purse. I kept spinning in a circle because it was pulling me. Oh, it's so fun. And as it was pulling me, I looked at her, and I'm like, okay, here. I said, we got to go outside. This being is pulling us outside, because when I finally surrendered to the little being, it pulled me right out the door. And she goes, oh, I think it's just for you. And the being said, no, for all. And so she came out as well. We were in the parking lot, And we're standing out there. I'm like, there's got to be a ship here somewhere. So we started gazing the sky. We started turning around, looking all around, and all of a sudden I started feeling this zzz. I started feeling the vibrations of a ship, and sometimes they can be really intense vibrations. You feel tingling through the body or like static. And I'm like, oh no, it must be above. And I go, it's got to be above. And I looked right up, and it was directly above where this little being came out of. And the next thing you know, we are blasted with this tube of light and frequency. and it was so intense. And this is connected to those orbs that I've posted. If you have not looked or seen the orbs yet that I've been working with, the ones that the mothers sent for like the last probably 3-4 weeks, I made a little shorts video here on YouTube. They're on there. So take a look at them because they're very connected to the sacred feminine energy, but also there's a shift in the violet flame with them, the violet essence. The pink is connected to Sacred Heart with the aquamarine. So those are the connections. But when this happened, when we got blasted, we both just started shaking. She had to go, I had to drive, she had to clamp her salon, I had to get in the car. And I got in the car and I didn't even get out of the parking lot, and I started shaking so bad. I was literally shaking this bad. Like if I was holding my phone, it was going like this. I could not keep it still. My whole body was doing that. It was so intense. And they said it's connected to one thing, the new shift in consciousness. But they also showed me, so if you saw the cover or the post I did for today and for this week, they showed me, and I talked about this in the Q&A, the QA quantum healing class the very next morning. It was the convergence like this. It came in, it looked like 2 ribbons of light coming together. So that's why I used on the cover, I used a purple and the pink one on the cover thing, but it came in like this and then went straight. And so it's the new frequency of the sacred feminine mothers that were converging, coming together. The collapsing of the old is getting farther away, but as the convergence was happening, it's moving you into that higher cosmic consciousness, the higher frequency that's on the planet. I talked about this, I think, in my March video, that there's a higher frequency coming in this month. And it was like, for those who have their back turned on or are not awake or they don't want to believe in this stuff, it's going to be like a collision. It's going to be like boom, like that. But for those who are feeling and allowing it to flow through, it just came through like this, and it was waves. So some of you might have felt waves of energy in the body. For us, it was like a direct beam of light that just like was intense. And I started getting downloads of codes, and I was shaking like that. I hadn't eaten all day either, so by that time it was 5:30. As I was driving, I stopped and got, something. I thought, well, maybe that'll help. It didn't help. And I was out like a light at 8:30 at night. But the shaking didn't stop. It was so intense at the cell level. So a lot of you may have felt it. Some of you may not have felt anything or even noticed anything shifted and changed. Don't worry about that. It's still happening. And some of us we're very open to these things, so we feel it much more intensely. But that's what it was. It was a convergence that happened, and this is what they showed. It's the convergence for the new earth, and the new earth is what you're creating through you. Everybody's creating their own. You are your own universe. You're creating your own new earth. But then we're coming together as a collective doing it. So it's collaboration. Okay. Sacred Mother's collaboration with the consciousness of the humans on the planet, so that we create this and level up in that frequency, because we're returning the sacred divine feminine and in such levels that it need be for humanity and for the earth. Okay, very good. All right, so that is what's happened. We're going to go ahead. I am going to be, prepare yourself everyone, we're going to be drumming. Oh, you ready? I want everyone to make sure your feet are flat on the floor. Make sure that you are sitting straight. I need to emphasize that. For those that may have some kind of disability, if you can't sit that way, if you can sit against a wall, lean against a wall, you know, get yourself sit as straight as you can. If you can't, then lay down so that your spine is straight, because the even when we're doing purification, it's still helping to release, and you need to be able to release at all levels. So, ooh. All right, Julie, I'm going to need you to check the sound, please. Remember, tomorrow is free as well. We'll meet here tomorrow as well. And then Friday, you have to register. That is the one day on we're going to be using the Equinox portal. It is not about the Equinox. We use that day because that portal, it's more powerful with the alignment of everything. And this is preparing you for what's coming in April. April, I know, dear sister that used to be on the Patreon, we talked about this with all these, she showed me all these planets coming in alignment in April of this year. She showed this like 18 months, 2 years ago, and she's like, I don't know what this means, but so it's the new beginnings. We're here in what they call a new Western astrological calendar when everything moves into Aries coming up here. But remember, everybody's got different calendars. So some people celebrate February, some people celebrate, different calendars celebrate in August. It just depends. So follow what feels right for you. That's what I always like to teach, that whatever feels right for you, you need to follow that. Okay, lakalo kutula malahana anakira shtashtum urana haaya. Okay, they keep saying shaka. Shaka. I have all kinds of star mothers here. We have Lemurian. We have the star mothers that are connected to Egypt, but then again, everything, remember, goes through. It's just a rebirth every time, a rebirth of mother, rebirth of mother, rebirth of mother. It's the same. It just keeps rebirthing. All right, make sure your feet are flat on the floor. Hands, palms facing up. If you're laying down, hands, palms facing up at your sides. If you're sitting, palms facing up on your lap. Be open and ready to receive. I'm going to be drumming. I want you just to close your eyes and listen to the vibration. Make sure everything's here, so I'm not going to hit anything. And we're going to begin. So what I want you to do is I want you to set an intention right now. Because we have this new moon energy today, it's in Pisces, it's sitting right on my ascendant degree again. Everything's always been sitting on my ascendant degree for the last few years. So it's on that, it's in Pisces. I want everyone to set your intention right now with this new moon. What you absolutely wish for this new moon to bring for you, because we are moving into this new cycle that's coming up in this new moon with the equinox and with all of the alignments of all the planets that are coming in Aries in April. There's going to be more awakenings. They've been showing me this for months, since November. I've been saying there's going to be more awakenings coming around the end of March and through April, and it's happening. So set the intention. And remember, when you set the intention for yourself, make sure it's aligned, okay? The last day that we're going to be doing, it's going to be aligned. Tomorrow will be balance and harmony. Friday is alignment, and we have to remember that we are our own authority. We are here to live by the universal laws and the laws of nature. This is what I teach in the Cosmic Academy. This is what we're here for. And everything that my guides have shown that is created in between, the ridiculous, silly laws, are not necessary, because the universal laws and the laws of nature are the only laws you need, because they basically tell you you're here to be moral, ethical, the kind of behaviors. So everything that's created in between is just a control program. All right. So what do you want to release, and what do you want to create new? Place that intention out there now. Remember, everything you're creating for yourself, create for all others. Because you are all others, we are all one. We are all divinely connected. It is one soul, it is one breath, it is one heartbeat, it is one life that we are all from. Malaha olakua namyana kanashte neski. I hear you. Okay. All right. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes. Oh, channeling. There goes my nose. I want you to take a deep breath. We're going to go down into the solar plexus, because that is your divine will, but it's also your control center. It's your inner sun. It's your control center. So if you're trying to control the outcome of something, you're going to have that squeeze in there if somebody's trying to control you. But if you choose to live from your divine will, okay, which is the divine will of source, you won't have that. You'll be surrendering. You'll be surrendering to the divinity that you are, to live as you're supposed to live. And they just said, don't let your head control the outcome of your events. And they're referring to the false identity ego that I always talk about. All right, take a breath. And out the mouth. If for those who want to exhale through the nose, you may. Mala ene nikia urasht am urchunt ki asala no huna mo ura na kale I ador. Amor. And just breathe. Some of you are going to feel that in your chakras. Cosmic Mother Shaman will be coming through here in a moment. Holahai. Release. Kalakana hikula na mahala eh. Shanta kolastala pahala kolakia marahana. And breathe. I am now. Okay, I feel a lot of you releasing. Just keep your eyes closed. Just breathe. You're going to feel that. You might feel your body vibrating, tingling. Just let it flow. For those of you that feel energy, you're really going to feel it. For those of you that don't feel, don't worry. It's still happening. Mapoku ala mana ana ikikira stu unamarast irost yihama. Okay, I'm seeing DNA. Okay, diamond light codes will be coming in. Clear. Okay, it's a galactic, a cosmic frequency to shift things. Okay, so we have some codes of light coming. I'm just getting a download, so just breathe. From what I'm seeing, a lot of you had big release with the drumming, the cosmic mother shaman. Pala amakala katutukura shantakarasma santapatur nahaya nami era nahiani. Okay, I'm going to ask all of you, make sure your feet are on the ground. I want you to focus on your lower back. I'm going to go ahead and have you ground. Just repeat out loud, I am grounded. Make sure you're focusing on that lower back, the tailbone, where your root chakra is. I am grounded. There you go. There you go. It's an important year to stay grounded. Keep staying grounded because you're holding that. You're going to be holding this higher frequency, and as a pillar of light, as you're holding that frequency, you're also holding it and taking it into the North Crystalline grid that's created. So you, as these conduits and these pillars, are allowing yourself to bring that through your body. And hold yourself in that grounded state because you are anchoring that. You're constantly anchoring frequency. Don't let anyone tell you don't have to anchor anything anymore. We are these anchors on the planet as pillars of light. So that frequencies are constantly coming through you for you to, it's just going to automatically anchor now. And you're going to want to stay grounded for that, but it's going to flow through you. And keep remembering, we align that in our hearts. It goes through your whole energy system, okay? It goes through your entire energy system, your chakra system. I like calling it energy system because for me, that's where I work with energy of everyone. And as that's flowing through, and it's flowing through your physical body, it's flowing through all your bodies, the mental, the emotional, we're going to keep expanding this. You want to keep expanding the frequency because the higher you hold your frequency, and it's very important right now because we are beings that are utilizing the true portals that come from the universe. There are other portals that are being created to throw you off balance. And we want to be able to hold that higher frequency. So the Great Spirit, Source, God, whichever you prefer to call, Goddess, is bringing these portals, opening these portals, but bringing these frequencies for us to stay elevated. Because what's happening right now behind the scenes with some of the other equipment created to create portals, they're opening ones that are not elevated. So this is what I've been shown, and this is why we need to keep ourselves aligned and constantly in that higher frequency. And this has been going on for a while. There's not just one of those machines, there's many of them. Okay, kalapala ananira nasur. So the more that frequency is coming in, we want to release old stuff to allow ourselves to hold the newer frequencies, more light, so that you can expand yourself in this process. We need you now more than ever. And this is why the awakening has to continue. This is why more people need to come online with the higher frequencies and being able to do this and dismantling their old identities. Remembering that we are divinity. You're not that templated, programmed child you were created to be, unless you had parents that were completely awake and they knew how to navigate everything. Most people are running on the old programs. So some of you have been through this, you've gone through this for years and years, and some of you are just starting this now. Just know that until we're walking around as all light, my guides have shown me, you know, we're in that positive, non-judgmental state and full compassionate hearts. This is a year of heart coherence. It's a year of truth, staying grounded and elevating your levels of light until we're at that part where you're glittering light all the time. We're not quite there. So we're working through it. But right now we are needed so very much, all of you on this planet, to hold this space through your body. Okay? Keep holding it. Hold that frequency. Hold the higher frequency. And if you start getting bombarded with energies that don't feel good, expand your light. Okay? Just keep expanding your light, expand your love. Be aligned in your heart, your divine alignment. I always do this. I always go like this, right? I now align. By now, all of you already know how to do this. I now align and drop into my divine sacred heart, which is behind your thymus. That's the sacred heart. The Anahata heart is below it. There are two, okay? So sacred heart is up here. The Anahata heart is here. Because somebody asked in another video, so I'm explaining this. Malu o mala akianaya. Okay, breathe, everybody. Breathe, breathe, breathe. If you haven't opened your eyes yet, you're welcome to open. I need a minute for some water before I do some more activations. Oh. Oh. I don't even know when they celebrate the Easter. Is that this? No, this is, I have no idea what all that is. I just know what I feel in my body. The Equinox is this weekend. The portal, the 20th, it's starting to open now. So that's why we're taking advantage of these days. We've always done work with the portals, and the reason that we use the portal as light beings and those of us that are doing higher frequency work is because there are those using the portals for not so nice things. And they've done that for a long time. And those would be connected to people that do not nice rituals and stuff. And I don't need to say anymore. So we're using it in the light. Okay, so those of us that do this work for the planet, for humanity, for the crystalline consciousness, we want to use these portals for good things. All right. So make sure the next few days you keep holding yourself up. So we've got these couple days before. Tomorrow is going to be harmony. It's balance and harmony. Really important. We did a lot with harmony last year, and that's 10 days. But it's very important. Purification, harmony, and then we're going to have the activation, the enlightenment, the divine self stuff that's going to be on Friday. That's going to be really, really powerful. The crystalline cosmic consciousness, they just said, is exposed. Let me see what the mothers are talking about. It's exposed for goodness. It is Christ light. It assists with the in-depth look at the self. It assists with the in-depth look at the self. So what they're showing me is, if you're looking at yourself as two different beings, you have the old identity and you have the new identity with the higher Christ consciousness, the cosmic consciousness, the truth. You're learning the truth of who you are, of what actually has been happening in the world, right? Now you have your other identity that was completely shut down, that didn't know everything. You know, even here we still don't know everything, because everything is constantly, energy is a constant change. And I remember when Ascended Master Katumi did that in an event that I did years back, and he had everyone come and stand in a circle, and he had everyone step forward 2 steps and step this way 2 steps, and he was showing us that we were unity and that we were one consciousness as a body. The things he had us do were amazing, but it was so amazing that when you listen to the divinity and you understand the divinity of all that you are, we move together in unity and collaboration for the higher levels, and in the higher levels of light, and the higher levels of a conscious being that is connected divinely to source. That's who we are. Our hearts are connected. Our divine mind is connected. You are the Christ child. It's the Trinity, the Mother, Father, the Child, right? You have the Father, you have the Mother, the Holy Spirit Mother, and the Christ Child that creates this diamond. And this is how I've been teaching it for years. I'm not going to change that, because this is how I'm shown. The Holy Spirit is Mother. It is the Sacred Mother, Sacred Goddess. So we cannot create any child in any form without a mother. And I've been saying this for years. So the Holy Spirit cannot be 2 men, because 2 men cannot create a child. And please don't go into the woke stuff here. I don't want to hear it. Don't put any silly comments on here. But this is how Source has shown me the divinity of the energetics and the creation. In creation, you have to have both energies to create. And they just said ansematics. I don't know what that word is. All right. We wish for you to know that the collective consciousness has been slowly elevating over the last 20 years. There have been many that have been doing this work way before the last 20 years, but it has been slowly elevating in an upswing for the last 20 years. But what we wish for you to know now is that the levels of light on your planet exceed the levels of darkness. There are all of you that talk about winning, but when we talk about winning, there's going to be losing, and this is polarity and duality upon your planet. If you wish to just allow everything to flow divinely in the light that is not connected to time, remember, the divine is not connected to time, only the physical structure is, and the physical mind that is connected to a creation. Yes, there is time on your earth, but if you let go of that and allow yourself to surrender to the truth of who you are and how you are supposed to live by universal law, you will see the shift in consciousness is taking that level higher and higher, so that you may obtain the divine self, or the divinity of your divine self, in such a way that you change your life completely. you realize that the structure on the timeline, and we know Keleena has taught this for years, is a structure to keep you incapacitated. It is a structure that does not allow you to expand yourself. It does not allow you to correlate with the true values of what's right for the divine self and as the divine self. Please understand that there is no one to blame in this timeline agenda. We want you to understand that. The moment you blame is the moment you judge. So please understand, you came here in the understanding that certain things would happen. But there are things out of humanity's reach that we are going to say were not supposed to happen. And this is why we are returning through all of you. We are bringing in the sacred love and the sacred light of the divine feminine in balance with the divine masculine to assist all of you upon this planet to understand the sacred laws of oneness. And we will continue to repeat this. It is the laws of the universe and the laws of nature you are to live by. And this is why we said last year, stand your ground. You are your own authority, and the only one that has any authority over you is the Creator. The moment you do something that comes from a low vibration and a low frequency, and you chose that through your false identity ego, you are no better than they are. Let's give you an example. If you're choosing to be fraudulent and steal, if you're choosing to hurt humanity in any way, that is low vibration, low frequency that stems from, guess what? Your own inadequacy of not being good enough. So why is there all this fighting on your planet? Why are there wars? None of them are good enough. And if they heard that, they would crumble inside. But their ego would create even more. They don't understand the truth and the reality of who they really are. This is why you must wake up and understand the truth of who you are. The moment you war with anyone, the moment you take vengeance or judgment or criticize, the moment you are angry at anyone or yourself, you are in the judgmental phase of a human that's in lower vibration and lower frequency. This is what we are here to help take you out of. This is why all of this is being sent to the planet. And this is why the balance and the restoration of the Christ consciousness in everyone is being awakened. You all have it in you. You are not separate from it. Lama lakiana nashturana na skola mahatna ki amor. 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 Remember. You are sacred. You are holy because you are an extension of the Divine Creator. Your source in the physical body, and this is not blasphemy. That is a judgment and a creation against humanity by those that think they are of hierarchy value in the churches. Templates. Anything that holds you back from your truth, from the true consciousness that you can connect with at any moment, is a programmed template. Understand the ways of nature. And you root yourself in the truth. And your tree expands and blooms and lives and continues its cycles. Death and rebirth, death and rebirth, with life in between. Remember who you are. Malaula Mahalaya Nakia Naya. The mothers all just separate themselves in a big circle right now. As I'm looking at them, they're like all sparkling. They're just absolutely sparkling. As I've said before, years back, 2015, 16, whenever I channeled the cosmic, there are all these mothers that come in, and they come into this one ball of light, and then they would just blast right into me. And this showed that I was not separate from them. And what they were doing in those moments were teaching that we are not separate. We're not separate. And you need to understand that you are not separate either. A lot of people always think, oh, she's such a big ego. I don't have an ego. I'm teaching you. I'm teaching from experience. I'm teaching you from what I see. And this is what they're showing. So open your hearts and open your minds and take the words that they give you so that you can understand what they're showing and understanding what they're saying and the codes that they bring to allow you to expand your own divine self, to be the light and the love that you are. We came from love, we came from light, and we will always return to the light. They're saying the human ego is force-fed upon childhood in its creation and development of the self. It is force-fed through the words of those around them, and those around them that carry their own consciousness, beliefs, programs. They are the ones that are force-feeding. Children are force-fed in schools. You are indoctrinated. And now it's time to take it all apart. Understand that you know the way. You've always known the way. You just have to get everything else out of the way that you have learned. Okay, they're just doing some energy stuff here. Okay, for everyone who can feel, the cosmic mothers are going to come down right behind all of you that are listening, all of you that will listen later. For those that feel energy, you'll feel them behind you right now. And they are going to be placing their hands on your shoulder. For some of you, it could be Isis. For some it could be Mary Magdalene. For some it could be Mother Mary. For some it could be Hathor. Ooh. It could be Ixchel, Diana. Whichever mother you go to, Our Lady of Guadalupe. As soon as I said that, she just came down right behind me. Whoa. They're behind you now. They're standing behind you, and they're going to start penetrating their light through your body and placing their hands on your shoulders. It's up to you if you wish to allow them to assist you right now. Just say, I allow my Divine Mother to assist me. I allow my Divine Cosmic Mother to assist me in this moment with the intention that I placed when we started. Just allow them to keep working with you. Kulama. Okay, we're going to have a lot of Hathorian stuff coming in. Hathor, basically. Dundera. Dalahane. Just breathe and listen. Shh. Breathe. Nasta kaluta stemmen la hem yara stem yara kala hala no niana gutaya kia Sikiko ula shashadula malahala nahana madura shagaranta solda morokura lena hera iski it yarost enamo na ha hoi la en. Release. Okay, some of you are going to feel heart expansion with that. Release. Correlate. Lama to in the hay. There we go. They're releasing distortion when they do stuff like that. So this is happening in the Temple of Dendera. This is Hathor. Kakala manini tishtor mama. Up, up, up. Amor. And breathe. This is Blue Ray Sacred Divine Feminine, so that is the throat chakra that is connected to Hathor. And so for any of you that were priestesses in the Temple of Dendera that worked with the vocalization, on healing through vocalization, your throat chakra, stuff happens that you can't do on a regular daily basis. So I just surrender my throat chakra, surrender my voice box to allow Hathor to use. Even though she is a part of me, an aspect, I want you to understand that when you awaken those parts of you and allow them to come online, if Hathor is one of your aspects, you'll be able to do this stuff um, with your throat. And for me, it's flowing through. It's not something that I'm sitting here doing on purpose. It just comes in and downloads. So understand that, because this is part of the process of ascension. And that this is part of restoring the organic blueprint on the earth with this, with the voice. That is one of them. There's many different ways we are doing this. Thank you. But the anasuka holaha nahia nahia neneshte nakiala o la manataene hina o toko maene. Mate. Si la la So you will feel what's coming through my voice. You'll feel what's coming from the throat chakra. It goes into your body. It's literally going into your body, and it goes through the DNA at the cell level to activate, to initiate opening up more of your cells, to bring things to the surface that need to be revealed, to be healed. It helps to initiate the activation of the light body. Because as I've explained for the last I don't know how many years, as the guides have showed me, when this comes through and it activates, it penetrates your cells that look like there's a shield over it. And it literally is like a lightning bolt, and the light language, the diamond light codes crack that shell, and the shadow stuff comes to the surface, and you expand your light, the inner light that is within you. It looks like little diamond lights that just they turn on. I already have some on, but there's a lot that look like they're shut down. And this is how they give me the visuals. That's how I've always explained it. Okay, so they're talking about the third eye. A lot of you are still having shifts and changes with your third eye. Some of you might have pressure on the third eye today, tomorrow, and on Friday. There is a lot of that third eye awakening. A lot of you might have tingling on the crown. Just know that that is part of the awakening, the expansion as well. Do not judge yourself if you do not have that. Do not judge yourself. Just let that go. They're just giving this information for those of you that might be having this. And they're saying clearing distortion, clearing distortion. So a lot of this, the Hathorian stuff that just came through, they go and they take my voice down to these really low vibrate, like these different frequencies and stuff, like crystal bowls. Basically my voice is crystalline, and they'll take it down to that to help to disrupt and bring the things to the surface. So they'll take it down and they'll go back up, down and back up, and or they'll go to different levels, because they know who is listening and who will listen. And so as they're listening and working through me, as me, of me, they're assisting all of you with this. So this is why some of you are going to feel over the next few days as we are doing this, you may feel like the next day like you have ascension symptoms. Just know that that's normal, and that's actually a positive thing, because we want to release the stuff that's not serving you. So some of you might feel nausea, or you may have to run to the goddess or god room, ladies room, men's room a lot. Some of you may feel exhausted. Some of you might feel headachy. It's only to try and penetrate deep within you the parts of you that you do not have online yet, that we want to bring online. okay? And so this purification day was really, really important for it. Those of you that came in late, you want to listen from the beginning. So when we're done, start over. Makula puku ulana ne ina shtai. And there's going to be energetic fluctuations for some of you. The mothers are saying, hold on. Because the energetic fluctuations may correlate or be held on to that of the past. What you need to do, like if you're going to have emotional stuff from this ascension work, from this purification day, some of you might have emotions that are coming up because we have this new moon too as well. Remember, you set your intention in the beginning, but if you're holding on to emotions that correlate with something of the past, you've got to let it go. Otherwise, you're going to keep pulling yourself and struggling in a frequency where you're trying to be here and you're going to be like, oh, but this, oh, but this, oh, but this, let this go. You don't need it. Okay, it served you at the time, whatever it was that happened. It served you so you know how to elevate yourself and become the participant of light as the pillar of light that you are. Being aligned here. The mothers just said, we do not judge you. You judge yourself. Source does not judge anyone. You judge yourself. There is no judgment where you are from. It is only an earth thing. We are scanning all of you right now. Okay. I'm starting to feel the pressure in my third eye that some of you have. And they're squeezing my head right now. So a lot of you have your, it feels like your crown is trying to open more. It's having a hard time. So get out of your heads. Too many of you are in your heads, they're saying. Stop being in the monkey mind. Turn it off. They just said there will be a time when you will all want to smash and break your phones. That time is coming. Because your phones, your iPads, your laptops are all tracking you. Remember the freedom you had before you had any of this. For those of you that can remember. For those of you that were born into this, you don't even know that freedom yet. You're here to live life, not to be glued to a device that pulls you into a lower frequency. And when we speak of this, what we were talking about is the manipulation of frequency through sound waves, the distortions through the currents that run through your devices. And though you may have persons saying, oh, that doesn't happen, oh, that's not going to hurt you, you need to understand that you are not told the truth on this planet. That is why this year is a gateway of truth, and those of you that participated in December opened this gateway together. Those of you that did not participate yet, go and do that. Assist to open the gateway of truth at all levels within yourself, and it assists with the collective consciousness. Open to your divinity. Mahala kupula manai ananigas na skura mishta mahia. May you remember who you are. Amor. Thank you. Everybody take a deep breath. So the mothers are going to be working with everyone these 3 days and a couple days after they're showing, that you may feel them around you. You may feel them when you go to sleep at night, when you're at your most restful time. You might feel energies around you, might feel tingling. And then because of the language of light and the song of Hathor, the Hathor codes and healing that goes through, you start vibrating from the inside out. It's just working with your structure. It's working at that cell level, and it's working to basically bring the things to the surface. So if you start to vibrate, just know it's okay. It's just part of the process. All right. All right, and I want to say again, for those of you that aren't on the Cosmic Academy free community portal, there is a community portal there where there is free stuff that you can access. The stuff you cannot access is stuff that's for the paid portals, so you won't be able to actually get in those things. But there's free stuff on there. There's conversation, and it's created so that those of like mind can come together, and you may chat about things that you can't elsewhere. So it's private. So you can find that on my website and join it there. All right. And I've been wanting to do that for years. And thanks to Julie, it's there. It was rough. It was rougher for her putting together, but it's there. It's available. All right, everybody, come on. I hear you. Fairies are here. They're coming in tomorrow. Most likely the dolphins and the whales will be tomorrow, because tomorrow is balance and harmony. Today was all about purification, so that's why the Hathor came in really powerful. There was also some galactic, very galactic codes that came in to open you and help you to shift, to hold more light. So the frequency is going to get higher and higher through these 3 days. So Friday is going to be at the highest frequency. Friday it's going to be the cosmic mothers, but also the angelic frequencies, and the fairies will be back there as well. They're very present all the time in joy, and their work is to be in joy, and to take you to that sacred space of joy, which is your right on this planet. It is your right to be in love. It is your right to live by the laws of the universe and laws of nature. It is their right to be in joy. Okay, anything else that's coming at you in that lower vibration and that lower frequency to hold humanity back, you know what to do. That's all I have to say. All right, I hope everybody's good. I want you to take the time now, make this space to relax, go be in nature. If it's nighttime, take a salt bath. For those of you that are going to listen to this later, or you're listening to this later, do everything you can to be in that space and place of love. On Friday, you do have to register on Friday. There is a link for that on my website. It's on the Cosmic Academy. It's also on YouTube on my posts. So that's the only day you have to pay for. Today and tomorrow are free. So I hope that you all receive today and you're feeling good. All right. We've got a lot going on and you're really needed right now. All right. So let's go ahead, and everybody, please like the videos, please like it, please share it, because we want to help as many people as we can. We've got over 300 people watching and we have 54 likes, really? All right, so if you can share the link to others, we want to expand and touch as many as we can, because we're all one. that's why this kind of stuff makes sense, because we network. All right. So thank you all for being here today. I love you. Many blessings. And I will see you tomorrow. All right. Infinite love, infinite light, infinite life. Maya Kita. Maya Ot. Many blessings. Namaste. Love you, everybody.